Hi, I'm Yolanda, and I'm finally getting started with making my videotapes. I'm pretty excited because I've wanted to share a lot with my audience, a lot with people that, ask me so many questions about, well, what do you do? And I've been on this journey for over 30 years now, and I'm pretty excited, you know. Um, wow, almost 30 years. One more year to be 30 years. Um, and it's pretty exciting. So we're going to start talking about constipation because one of the things that I found out, is I'm not alone. There are a lot of constipation sufferers. So we're going to talk about constipation. We're going to talk about not having any whites in your diet. We're also going to talk about fermented foods and healing from the gut. And so these are things that I am really big on. And I read an article recently, and I'm going to try to find that article. I tried to dig it up in my email, but I couldn't find it. To reference that exact million of people, the number that suffer from constipation. And I thought, well, this is what I need to talk about because people need to hear this. There are a lot of people having hard, knotty bowel movements. And they got to stop. And it's not funny. It's very serious. And so it's so serious that I am going to talk about it. And I want to help people. People live with a lot of constipation for a long period of time. And then inflammation sets in the colon areas, the pancreas. And we don't think about it, we figure once a day is okay, every 2 days might be okay. I go every 3 days. I mean, I've had people to share that with me, and I was one who I had gone a whole week. There was a period in my life. We have to have bowel movements. That is just it. We have to eliminate, we have to do it more than just once a day. But I know everyone's body is different. Some people just eliminate one good elimination in the morning, but more than once. Some have at least 2 eliminations. And some people got just great pipes and they have 3. But many of us, we don't even know what a good bowel movement is. So we're going to talk about that. And so this place here is for adults. If you don't want your children to hear about bowel movements, don't show up here. I used to ask my kids every day, have you had a bowel movement? Did your bowels move? They would get so ticked off at me. I mean, because my grandmother would ask me, have you had a bowel movement? People don't ask their kids. I mean, I am a nutritional tester. I do nutritional testing. And there's a measurement. When you have a measurement, you have facts. And there's a measurement. There's a number with what I do. Like, you get your blood pressure. You have a number. You get your BMI. You have a number. So I recently tested this young 5-year-old, and her grandmother heart was like, I can't get her to eat vegetables. I said, you have to. You just got to do it. She said, well, she only will eat chicken nuggets. And those of you who know me, I was like, I gotta help her. But we have to start where we can. She is immediately not going to eat carrots nor broccoli. And I know that. the child, because she wants chicken nuggets. But I said, you got to make it fun, and you might have to play a game and say one chicken nugget when you eat the carrot. Now, at the time we were in this conversation, I forgot to even add, because this girl is used to chicken nuggets and sauce, you might have to have some ranch. But over time, I said, you have got to get her to start eating vegetables. We have to. I know so many people whose children do not eat vegetables. I see so many young kids drinking a Coke. And we aren't thinking about layer upon layer. This is a 2-year-old drinking a Coke, and then when the person is 25 or 35 and there is some devastating health matter, we wonder why that person had to leave so early. We wonder why they had to be stricken with this illness in their young life. Well, food matters. What we feed our children, what we put on at those early ages, layer upon layer upon layer, over time, it makes a difference in the body. So, getting back to no white refined sugar, no trans fats, no artificial ingredients. Your body cannot digest artificial. We're going to talk about the things that are going to help you heal your gut. And healing starts in the gut. So I want you to come back every week. Join me. Share this. If you think this is some good information, share it. Join. Subscribe. You might learn something. It might help you. Yogi Talks, and I'll be talking every week to you. See ya.